Things show exactly how Black Lives Matter spent their donation money. William Lajeunesse has been digging through it all. What do you have for us, William?
Well, Stuart, here you have an $80 million foundation. Last year they had 0 board meetings and 1 board member. So that's not oversight. But the scrutiny is over use of donor money to hire friends and family. So 3 expenses stand out. BLM gave almost $1 million to Damon Turner, the father of the co-founders, Patrisse Cullors' child, to produce live events. $840,000 went to her brother, Paul, for security. Cullors also admits hiring her mother and sister to work at BLM's LA mansion.
I think it's important that people understand that while my brother is the head of security and my mom and sister did work at the property, it's not like I literally, opened up the bank accounts and was like, I'm bringing all my family and friends in. Folks have skill sets.
BLM also paid Shaloma Bowers $2.1 million for consulting. He and 2 others now serve on the board. BLM spent $1.2 million lobbying to impeach President Trump and eliminate bail. Cullors spent $73,000 on a private jet and used the LA mansion for 2 private parties, but later reimbursed BLM for both. BLM dispersed $25 million in grants to 31 groups. They banked $41 million, including $32 million in stock. Supporters blame any accounting flaws on inexperience.
I actually did not.
BLM paid $1.2 million to impeach Donald Trump. Very interesting. Look what we just found here, y'all. And BLM out there now trying to cause a race riot, but yet use $1.2 million to impeach Donald Trump. Let's listen to it, y'all. Listen real closely.
On the board, BLM spent $1.2 million lobbying to impeach President Trump and eliminate bail. Cullors spent $73,000 on a private jet and used the LA mansion for 2 private parties, but later reimbursed BLM for both. BLM dispersed $25 million in grants to 31 groups. They banked $41 million, including $32 million in stock. Supporters blame any accounting flaws on inexperience.
I actually did not know what 990s were before all of this happened. Something's being weaponized against us that many people don't even know and honestly don't care about. It is such a trip now to hear the word, the term 990s. I'm like, ugh, it's like triggering.
Yeah, this 990 was the first time they've given any accounting over basically about 7 to 10 years at all, Stuart. Experts say family members should not receive donor money unless there are multiple bids and reviewed by an independent board. That didn't happen. As for accountability, BLM had 50,000 volunteers, 1 paid employees. It did not disclose any donors.
Of Candace, she joins us tonight. Candace, thanks so much for coming on. Maybe I'm being too soft, but anybody who can talk America's woke corporate structure into sending close to $100 million on the basis of that lame rap kind of gets my respect in a way.
She has my respect because she's unapologetic in her approach. She's telling you what she is. She's a Marxist. So Marxists steal money from other people and they enrich themselves until the people that they stole from are poor. And so she has stolen money from other people on the pretext of a lie that is Black Lives Matter. And she's enriched herself and she's brought 4 homes. I mean, you have to kind of appreciate the honesty. She's not hiding by any means, And so, yeah, I tend to agree with you here. She's a communist through and through, and she's been unbelievably unapologetic in her approach.
Al Sharpton must be looking at this and saying, I've done this for 40 years. Where did I go wrong? I don't have a house in Topanga Canyon.
Right, exactly right. It's completely ridiculous. And, you're right. The corporations are standing behind her, which is incredibly interesting. And you pointed to something really important. These corporations that are pouring millions and millions of dollars into Black Lives Matter. And you're correct. They said we raised more than $90 million. How much more, we will never know. But $90 million, of which $21 million apparently went to, according to Black Lives Matter themselves, it went to building the Black movement. I don't even know what that means. $25 million going to building a Black movement. Apparently, the Black movement was Patrisse moving herself, a Black woman moving herself into other areas of the communities of people that she claims are oppressing Black Americans. She's fearful of white people. White people are so bad. Well, why doesn't she want to live amongst Black people? Why is she choosing to move herself into an all-white neighborhood? These are important questions.
I think they are. It's not.
Facts.
It's Topanga Canyon, not Riverside
Black Lives
Canyon.
Matter.
Really quickly,
Let's
the
live.
looting that we're seeing in Minneapolis was just reflexive. This police shooting does sound like it raises questions of the competence of the police officer and what's going on with the Minneapolis Police Department. Maybe they've lowered the standards. Maybe there aren't, enough cops. Who knows? We should find out, I think. But looting in immediate response to that, why would we put up with that?
We shouldn't put up with that, but the reason why we do is because the Democrats see some advantage in this, right? So right now you have a bunch of criminals that love Black Lives Matter as an organization. They love when a black person dies, and we don't know what the reasons are, we don't know what happened, but it signals to them that they are now allowed to run into the streets and grab whatever they want, whether it's from Target, whether it's from Walmart. And what's remarkable also is that these corporations are standing behind Black Lives Matter, right? They're pouring money into these corporations, and I remember most notably during the George Floyd riots, Target even came out and said, we don't even care that we were rioted and looted because we just stand with Black Lives Matter. That's not a normal thing for a corporation to do when it's losing money. So that means that a corporation must be getting something else, right? What is it? What are they investing in when they invest in the lie that is Black Lives Matter? What is the return? I think Josh Hawley alluded to it in the previous segment, and I think you're onto something when you say that the corporations seek to control this country. They're willing to give up money. They're willing to let their stores be rioted and looted because they see something bigger that they're gaining from these riots and these lootings and these lies. And that is control over this country. It's power and it's sinister and it's sick.